Today we are fixing a fantastic creamy corn casserole, and you're just gonna love this recipe. Hi, I'm Melissa Diane, and this recipe is awesome for any of the holiday seasons, especially for Thanksgiving. So let's get cooking. Here are the ingredients that we're going to be using today for our creamy corn casserole. First of all, for the corn, today I'm using canned corn. I'll be using 1 can of whole kernel corn and then another can of the creamy corn. We're going to have some sour cream, also a couple of eggs. We're going to have about a half a stick of butter. And then for the cheese, you want some shredded cheese. I'm using some Mexican style shredded cheese today. And then you do want a package of a cornbread mix. Now you're gonna need about 8.5 ounces. So a lot of the bigger packages, you'll just need 1. If you use a smaller package like this, these come in 6 ounces. So you'll need about 1.5. And I will put all of these items, the measurements, and all of the instructions in the description section below the video. The first thing I did was I went ahead and I preheated my oven to 350, and now we're going to go ahead and start mixing everything together. First, we're going to put in our whole kernel corn. And I did drain this, so be sure and drain this can before you put it in. Next, we're going to add in our cream corn. We're going to add in our cornbread mix. We're going to put about half of this in here, a little less than half, and then go ahead and mix this up. Just going to mix it real good. And this is just so super easy, yet it turns out so good. Put a little more in. We've got about 2/3 of that in now. And then we're going to put the last third in. Okay, there we go. Just mix it up really good. Once you've gotten your cornbread mix all mixed in with your canned corn, then we're going to go ahead and put in our sour cream. And this right here is about a cup of sour cream. Let's see, we're going to put this in. Go. Let's mix this all up. Oh, this just is going to taste so wonderful, and this just really makes it nice and fluffy. After that sour cream, now after your sour cream is all mixed in, next we're going to put in our melted butter. So we're going to take that half a stick of butter and just melt it. Keep mixing. And now what's left to put in are our 2 eggs. So I've taken my 2 eggs, I've already beat them. Just took my whisk and just mixed them up together really good. We're going to dump those both in. And we're going to mix this until it's completely mixed up really well. Now another thing that you can do with this, and I've done it and it is so good, is if you're wanting to make this a little spicier, you can put in there some jalapenos or some serrano peppers, so you might want to try that. And sometimes I have cut up some fresh herbs and put in here. But today we're just keeping this really simple so you can see how fast you can do this. You can literally take this and get your ingredients together and then mix this all up in about 5 minutes. You can have this completely mixed up and ready to go and put into the oven. And so that's what makes this so good to have as an extra little dish for Thanksgiving or Christmas. You can just quickly whip it up. And if this is being helpful for you, please click that little like button. Just pop it. That way YouTube knows that you like us. Okay, so I think now that we are mixed up really well, and we're going to go ahead and put this in our baking dish. In the baking dish today that I'm just using a square glass pan. I went ahead and put a little bit of olive oil in the bottom of it. We're going to take this and just pour it in. Now, after you have it all in your baking dish, just flatten it out on the top if you need to. And now we're going to head on over to the oven. Here we are, all ready to go into the oven. So we're going to slide this in here. And this is supposed to cook for about 40 minutes. So I'm actually going to check on it though in about 30. So we'll set it for 30 minutes. So we have now been in about 35 minutes. I'm going to take this out and we're going to put some cheese on it. Now we have our cheese all over the top. We're going to put this in for about 5 minutes. Let's take a peek, and ooh, this is looking good. This is looking great and it smells wonderful. Wish you were here. Be sure and check out that next video that's popping up, and I'll see you there in a few minutes. Bye-bye.